Welcome back to another beautiful episode of Open Thoughts. Welcome back to the vibe. Welcome back to the hill. Welcome back to the meditation. I know it's been a long time, but I'm here. I'm in reflection and looking at my life because only you alone can look at your life. Nobody can look at your life for you. So you have to understand that your time is your time and your essence is your essence. And you have to learn how to embrace that vibration and amplify that vibration to touch other vibrations. So a greater vibration is created. If that make any sense. Now, I'm reasoning with myself again in the mountaintop as usual, holding a vibe, and thinking that you could only do what you have to do. You cannot do more. Because if a farmer is working a lot of lands, he has no time for his. So everybody busy doing things for other people, but failing to do things for themselves. Failing to get up in the morning and reflect on creation. Failing to stand firm on their beliefs and their opinions. Standing firm on what they believe to be freedom, because you have different definition of freedom, because security is not freedom. And why are we so busy in living a life for other people, but you say your life is yours? But if your life is yours, can we just do what we want to do? Say what we want to say? Be as what we want to be. Not be what you think somebody wants you to be, or your mother or your father wants you to be. Be bold and say, this life is mine. I experience it on my own time. So I have the capability to be what I want to be and work for what I want to work for. Is that too hard of understanding that your life is yours? But I understand humanity is a kind of race, Humanity don't like to give the youths the empowerment to do what is new. Because with every generation comes with different knowledge. Every generation have something that the last generation didn't have. So the only way of growth is capitalizing on their knowledge to grow our industries and our economies. But we don't think like that. We think politicians and we think tricks and games and killing the man and being a dictator and saying what and forcing human beings to do things that they in authority know that is dangerous for mankind, not in a short time but in a long duration of time. Because what affects me now is just a bit the beginning. I will feel the full blow of the infection in the next year, 3 years, 5 years. It's a slow death. But I'm trying to say we have so much control in our brain and our thoughts. And be very careful with thinking, because thinking has the ability to create anything one think about. So they say you think what you become. So if you think about negative things, you know what's the consequence. And I see a lot of men being trapped by their sex drive. You have to learn to control that. It's difficult, but think about it. This sex power is a beautiful power. It helps create another human being. And just thinking about that, anyone could see that creation is forevermore, because you are your father's seed that were planted in a woman generations before you. Your grandfather nose is sitting on your face. It's a combinations of different seeds from generations. So think about that creation. So protecting your sex drive and learning how to use that sex drive could make you do incredible things. But most men focus on masturbation and pornography and sexual dominance. And is that still in the core of men? Is that still reigning? Because why that will reign? Come on, guys. We're living in a beautiful race, a beautiful time. We have to adapt. Adaptation is survival, isn't it? Just think about it. We have to adapt to survive. So what worked 100 years ago wouldn't work in this time. So we have to think wisely and make decisions so the next generation can benefit from our actions from the past. Because I see slavery as an action of the road to success. Because if our grandparents didn't make that sacrifice in slavery, we wouldn't have that ability, this pleasure we have now, which we still under some sort or some form of slavery, but it's not that harsh as in the past, if you understand what I'm saying. So be wise and see that your action will pay in the future. And think. Remember, thought create Christ. And man always love.